ghostly figures, guiding light, readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, Angelina. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the MyTarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory and chance to check in with the universe and take a breath. Good morning, Jenny. Yeah, you are so correct. Look at that blue. That's a nice blue. That's why they call it sky blue. Maybe a little chilly, but that's nice. So before I sat down, and I'm trying to figure out how to form this in my own brain, so if I say it out loud, it might help. So sitting here, knocked over a deck of cards. Believe it or not, on my desk here, I have some decks sitting out. And what I try and do, instead of being frustrated when stuff like that happens, is I try and see, or, I always talk about the threads going out to the universe, everything's energy. It's my way of understanding things. So I'm slowly developing this habit, I think, of asking, what is this, how would I put it? By those cards falling onto the ground, I had to get up, get down there and start putting the cards together, which means that it shifted my path completely from, instead of just sitting here, for the extra 2 minutes, shuffling the cards and breathing. It's like, okay, I need to get off this chair. I need to go down and pick those up. Then I need to go in a different direction, a different path, because by doing that, I would never have talked about this. I wouldn't, it's as if that simple act, which could be considered frustrating, which could be considered, oh my gosh, because some people saying your tarot cards touch the floor, and to me tarot cards are tools. But I wouldn't be talking about this. I wouldn't be going a different direction than this. So I'm not sure how to put it, but so that's why I'm kind of verbalizing it, is that when these small things in life happen that seem frustrating, or, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just knocked over those tarot, or I dropped this glass. It's as if the universe is saying, stop, pick up the glass, now things are changed, go about your day. And I think it's just kind of accepting that there is some kind of a positive guidance, I guess. So I don't know. I haven't figured out how to say it, but that's what I was thinking about in the 10 seconds I took to pick up my cards. But now that we are here, and I'm taking that breath, and my shoulders are still sore from all that shoveling, but listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean, reminding me to take that breath. So as we remember, we are allowed to take a breath. Reminds us, where's our feet at? Are our feet flat on the floor? Are we comfortable with that? And rolling our ankles, and how's that? Because that does feel darn good. And then butt doing the kitty dance, making sure that's all comfortable. And then checking in with my shoulders, which are sore. Checking in with our shoulders, which make sure they're not all up and stressed. And taking that breath. Then checking in with the neck. And then checking in with the universe. So, even right down to which deck of cards did I choose to use this morning. So, everything that happens from this point forward is because I knocked over a deck of tarot cards. So, What am I going to do here then? I am going to make our 3 stacks is what I'm going to do. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one of these is a different thought or idea. And if we believe in a multiverse, there's a version of me that did not knock those cards over and talking about something else. But instead, if we believe in a multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path. Each one of these is like a different conversation, because this stack will lead down one conversation. This stack will lead us down a totally different path from this stack. And today, let's take the top stack, or what I like to think of as things that are right in front of us, and we don't even see it. And I'm going to do our 3 and 1. And I'll flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. And every time I see the back of this deck, I always have to go back to my 20s where I thought this was like the ugliest deck in the world because look at that back. But now it's like I realize it's, probably still one of my favorite decks. I had to put the cards down for a while and then pick them back up. And then it's like the first thing I learned to appreciate about them is that you can't tell whether each one of these is a reversal or not because the backs are the same. And I like, as you know, to flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. So I don't want to know if it's reversed or not. So, looking at the first card, let's see where the story goes. We have the 6 of Swords. So, swords are our thoughts and our ideas. Swords are sometimes also our anxiety. And 6s, though. 6s are about harmony, improvement, things moving in a positive direction. Because when you're at 5 of Swords, 5s are such a challenge. It's when, you have 4 swords, which is a nice, solid, 4 legs on a table. It's nice and solid. And then somebody throws that 5th sword in there, and any 5 in the suit. Any, are challenges. But once we get over that hill, 5, am I going to make it? And we get to the 6s. And 6s are when we can take that break. It's that we've done something, we're moving forward now, we're mentally allowing ourselves to move past, as Pamela Coleman Smith here has, the troubled water. But this is reversed. So even though we may get past something about it could still be lingering, making us stuck. Instead of spilling my cards and trying to find the positive, can I put them together and just say, and it just kind of ruined my day because what else is going to happen? It's that thing where we move past something, but it's hard to see the positive, or it's hard to feel mentally relieved that we're moving forward. So it's almost as if with the 6 of Swords that we're not letting go of something. So that if we let go, then we can actually sail past it. But sometimes we hold on to these things. So let's see what the next card is. We have the 4 of Coins. So coins are about home, health, finances, and all the things that keep us grounded. And 4s, when we have something like the coins, there's a couple different ways to look at it. And one way is 4s are stability. So 4 coins, like in the Marseille, it's easy to say, this is about stability, this is about 4 legs on a table financially, all these wonderful things like that. But 4s are also about not moving, right? 4s are sometimes things getting stagnant or conservative, or as Pamela Coleman Smith shows here, this is what happens when, we start clinging to what we have, where we just hold on to something and we're not doing anything with it. We become super conservative. We stay stuck. Sometimes we need to have that fifth, whatever it is, to get us out of this stuckness. So here's a card of non-movement. Here's a card of non-movement. And notice it's reversed. So again, when it's reversed, we're paying attention to that non-movement. And how is that affecting us? What are the things in our life that is not moving, where we need the movement, where we need to let go? And then we have the Devil card. So this spread right here is one of those pain is the motivator. We're not going to let go till we feel enough pain. We're not going to let go until our bad habits have finally run its course. So here we have where it's affecting, the element of air, which is our thoughts, the element of earth, which is something that's to keep us grounded. So what is the devil then? The devil is just the harms we do to ourselves and others. These are our bad habits. These are those things that sometimes we don't want to let go of. I could become I'm one of those obsessive compulsive people. I have this brand new 3D printer and I can spend 6 hours doing AutoCAD. I can do that for 7 days in a row, and then it's like, well, what else am I neglecting? But I've tied myself to my obsessions. And see how these people have the chain there? Where in reality, if we just turn this card upside down, those chains would easily fall off. Good morning, Natalia. So these are those things that we tie ourselves to. It could even be, the doom scrolling that we do. So when we look at this then, this is about those things that get stuck in our head, and we're using or allowing that to keep us from moving forward. Where we get stuck, and this can affect home, health, finances, until we kind of realize the negative impact that our actions or our lack of actions are having on our lives. And it is spring soon, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's take a look at the advice card. The Lovers reversed. So look at the Lovers here. When we have the Lovers is not a card in general. Any card can mean anything you want. A lot of people think since it's called the Lovers that it is about relationships and things. But in reality, traditionally, the Lovers is about choices. So this is Pamela Coleman Smith's version of it, where I like to put out the example of, look at the guy here. What's he looking at? He's looking at this hot girl right here. And, so that's his choice. But what is she looking at? She's looking at the spiritual side. She's looking at this angel. And we can see right here that this is our passions. And sometimes our passions will make our choices for us. Here we can see the apple tree, the fruit of knowledge. And sometimes it's that quest there, and we have a snake whispering in our ear. That can cause our fall. And then we have the spirituality that Pamela Coleman Smith put in with an angel. So it's all about, when I see this card, particularly when it's reversed, it lets us know, because this angel could be making the decisions for us. This fire could be making the decision for us. This snake could be making the decision, whispering in our ear. And it comes down to, if we don't make the choice, if we don't analyze why we're making the choice and what that choice is, then sometimes choices get made for us. My anger makes a choice for me. My if I have a positive angle to it, the positive flow of whatever energy I have will help make that choice for me. So today, and as we look, we have two majors. The minors, these right here, are just our day-to-day cards. So welcome to a Wednesday, right? You know, we all have our own different anxieties and things we want to move past. We all have those things that we hold on to because pain is the motivator. And until we have gone through what we need to go through and whatever bad habits we have or whatever's holding us back, these small things will affect our destiny card. These things pile up until we pull a major card. And the Lovers, which is reversed down here, is the reminder. Are we letting our angers? Are we letting our hungers? Are we letting the fact we're tired? Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. The halt. Are we letting any of these things make our choices or guide our choices? So, what is it today that makes us feel stuck? What is it? I know for me that I've been working hard to just get rid of my phone, doom scrolling. And I've actually I've got some other habits and so that's been good. There's other things that, obsessions or compulsions or things like that, that are guiding decisions that I would like to move past. So what habits or what compulsions or what issues are we tied to that are helping to make our decisions good or bad? So with that, thank you again very, very much. I hope everybody has that amazing day, the amazing rest of their evening, morning, whatever it is. And I am so looking forward to coming back tomorrow and see what we have again. Thank you all again very much. Take care, and I will be here and talk to you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, run around, the story